Hey guys, Infinite here again for another sound design tutorial for you guys. Hope the last few have been helpful and you guys are gaining something from them. The sound we're going to do today, I think it's like, kind of sounds like a fat Reese type thing. I honestly can't define what a Reese bass actually is, so please go easy on me if this is not an actual Reese bass or whatever. Just don't bite my head off if it's not proper or whatever, but it's a dope sound. Used it in Hit It, the first sound of the drop. We're going to make this one. So, this is fat. It sounds kind of slimy-ish. So, yeah, patches in the description. You can download it from my page. Let's dive in here and show you guys how I went about making this sound. Okay, cool. Got our new patch. Just set up the oscillators. We want a chrome. Actually, we want chrome for all three oscillators, but we'll set them up one at a time. Oscillator 1, chrome. Put it to a bend minus type. Pitch it down 2 octaves. Over here, put it to minus 24 cents. Wavetable position is good where he is. Intensity just a little bit less than half. And you can leave that amp cranked up all the way. Oscillator 2, like I said, chrome again. Pitch that down 2 octaves as well. Chrome is pretty much my go-to oscillator if you kind of want the I don't know, the slimy kind of sounding stuff. It's really good for that. Put that to a bend minus as well. Leave the wavetable position all the way up and put the intensity just below half. Pretty much the exact same as Oscillator 1. I think the reason I just did this was it just gave it a bit more oomph in the overall sound, but turn down the amp a bit to about there, and yeah. Oscillator 3, chrome again. Where'd it go? There it is, chrome. Wavetable position intensity is good, both all the way up. Amp a bit lower than half, just a bit lower than Oscillator 2, and put this one to a bend plus type, so it's just going to be a bit different. And pitch that down 2 octaves as well, and your sound should be like this right now. And from there, we'll go to our filter. Made this one, put it to series. I'm not exactly sure the series in parallel how it works. I believe if you have it on series, then filter 1, your oscillators will go through filter 1, and then they will go through filter 2. But I'm not exactly sure, so yeah, forget I even mentioned that. I just had it on series for this sound, so drag it all the way up, and we'll grab a band reject filter, because band reject is the shit, and put the cutoff all the way up, bandwidth tiny bit higher than half, and resonance just a bit higher than bandwidth to about there. And that's your sound right now. So we'll get that guy moving. Go to your LFO, set it to a performer, and we'll sync that to just a 1:1 ratio. And drag the X fade sequence in the amp mod all the way up. Go to load curve and get this guy. Click, drag him all the way up, and then just drag everything else down to the bottom. And then we'll start modulating shit with this. So put it to here on Oscillator 1, your wavetable position. drag it all the way to the left, drag it to intensity here, drag him all the way to the right, and then do the same for Oscillator 2, drag it all the way to the left, on the wavetable position. For intensity, drag it about there, so it's just over halfway, and then Oscillator 3, or wavetable position, drag it all the way to the left, and just leave the other stuff, and it should sound like this. So you're starting to get like the slimy kind of movement thing going on. Once you modulate some stuff in the filter, it'll sound a lot better. Excuse me, sorry. It's like 2:30 in the morning. I guess I'm ready for sleep, but no time for that. So yeah, assign the performer to the cutoff and the bandwidth on your band reject filter here, and drag this to the left, just to about there, and on your bandwidth, drag it all the way down to the left, and you've got the beef sound. And from there, we'll do our voicing stuff, and then our insert effects. We'll make all that good stuff. So I put the unison to 4 for this guy. Pitch cutoff, hit that, slide this to the right ever so slightly, hit our pan position. Yay, it's starting to sound wide and nice, and I love it. Yay. Insert effect 1, we're going to grab a sine shaper, drag the dry wet down there and the drive to match it, and starting to come together now. For insert or our effects slot, effects 1, grab a Bronner tube to get some more crunchiness going on, drag the dry wet and the drive down so they're about there. Dimension expander, I left the dry wet at half, took the size all the way down. And then for EQ, I boosted, turn on the EQ, boosted the lows just a tiny bit, left the boost, and turned the frequency up a tiny bit, and the high shelf down a tiny bit, and then I modulated those with the same performer that we were using just a tiny bit, drag the performer on the frequency just to the right a tiny bit, and same with the high shelf. And again, that's just going to give the high frequency stuff a little bit of movement in there, and it'll help the overall sound. And you can leave your sound there if you want, or you can do this, what I did with the sound, and hit it. Modulated the pitch on all of our oscillators with an LFO to give it that kind of like, well, exactly that, just modulation on the pitch, so it'll go from high to low, low to high, whatever. I dragged it to 6, and then we'll actually grab our LFO and we'll make it sound a bit better. Sync it to whatever you want, really. I think we'll do 1, 2. That sounds about right. And you can go from there, pick whatever kind of wave you want, and just have fun with it, mess around. Like, so yeah, just do that whatever you want. You can try taking the pitch, instead of putting it up 6, you can put it down -6, and it'll pretty much do the opposite. Like, it'll go from high to low, low to high. Or you can go more than 6 if you want, and try stuff like 12. I usually find the higher I go, like, it starts thinning out the sound, kind of like, if you put it all the way up, it doesn't even sound like the same sound. So I generally keep it pretty low. Usually always I'll just do it 6 cents, maybe 12, but yeah, there you go. That's how you make that fat Reese type thing. Same as always, let me know what's up and what you guys want to learn next. And yeah, hit me up on Facebook and Twitter, both just facebook.com, twitter.com/infinitemusic, and yeah, let me know what's up. Thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy.